All right, so welcome back to my adventures in Raid, and we got a lot going on today. Of course, the progressive chance is still happening, but we're going to pay attention to the summon pool because we're going to actually try to pull the headline champion here, Knave of Hearts. Yes, our chances might be slim, but hey, our chances do increase as we get to the legendaries. Some really cool offers there, and then our epics really have an opportunity here. I really hope that we can obtain her. She just looks absolutely amazing, so we're going to try it. We'll see what happens, but there's also some other noteworthy news today as well. If we check that out over here, guess what? We have a Void Summon Party, and this relates to the Alice Adventure event that is still very much ongoing. They're basically going to be doubling the chances for pulling like Epic and Legendary Champions from February 7th to the 10th, but you'll really have an opportunity to grab Queen of Hearts, of course, so that is really, really cool. We'll be checking that out when that starts up, which is actually tomorrow. That's going to be starting up tomorrow, so that's going to be really, really cool. But also mentioning champions, if you want a really cool opportunity to get one for free, Alice the Wonder, she's a legendary attack champion. You can acquire her for absolutely free right now. All you have to do is log into Raid for 7 different days. On that 7th day, you will obtain her, boom, for free. And then you can go after her 2-star Perfect Soul on day 14. You'll obtain that. But you know what? If you want some really cool epic support champions, I've got Teodor and, yes, Ugo today for you. These are amazing champions. You can actually obtain them for free right now by following the link in the description below or scanning that QR code on the screen. And yes, you'll also obtain a bunch of free starter resources, so check that out. But hey, you know what? We're going to head on over here and begin the summoning ritual. Let's see what we can do here. But I wanted to go over real quick who we actually can pull here. This guy looks really just crazy, doesn't he? Bells the Reckoner. Dude, he's actually a 5-star legendary HP. I do not have any legendary HP. He would be very cool to obtain. But also, it would be nice to grow the demon spawn as well. Mortar Macabre. Dude, he looks absolutely badass. Another legendary HP. But I'm kind of curious, do we have any like legendary attacks? It seems like they're all HP centric here, which is very interesting to me. Maybe that's kind of like the theme of this, I guess you would say like event. We'll find out. But anyway, we're going to try it. If I can click into him. For some reason, not letting me. There we go. Dude, he looks badass too. Anyway, we're going to try our best to obtain some really cool epics at the very least today. But we'll see if we get lucky with the legendary and ultimately Knave. So let's begin. Let's rock and roll. Come on, give me something cool. All right, so we got both the Rancid. He looks actually pretty badass. He looks like something that would be in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for some reason. But he's an epic HP, so that is definitely the theme for this one. But let's find out what he can do. So, Reek Blade, level 1, attacks one enemy 2 times. Each hit has a 25% chance of placing a 100% heal reduction debuff for 2 turns. It's pretty cool. Now, Spear Stench just attacks all enemies. That's what we're always looking for. Has a 75% chance of placing that 50% decrease accuracy debuff on all enemies for 2 turns. Now, that's actually pretty legit. That 75% chance and the 50% accuracy, that combined together, that's actually pretty decent. I just wish it was like more of a guarantee, but hey, I'll take it. Also increases the duration of an ally's buff for 1 turn. And then we have Healing Spritz, removes 2 random debuffs from all allies and heals them by 10% of their max HP. Also places a 50% increased accuracy buff on all allies for 2 turns. Hey, this guy's actually ending up being pretty legit for an epic. Now, we do have his Ascension level 3 ability here. Decrease the damage on all allies received from poison debuffs by 50%. Great for any bosses that really dish out the poison. That's going to be excellent. But if we spot him in as a leader, he increases ally HP in all battles by 25%. Not too shabby. I'm actually really impressed with this guy. Damn, okay. Now, the reviews also say, I mean, he's pretty good at Faction Wars. I have this feeling he would be good at Faction Wars. And then campaign locations, he's going to be great in that as well. So nice. That's actually a pretty good pull. All right, so next up we have, what do we got? Let's find out. All right, we're getting these like guaranteed epics, which is awesome. Okay, Captain Tamila. Sweet, a dark elf. She is badass looking. Okay, I want to check her ratings first. So kind of mixed ratings, but Minotaur's Labyrinth, which we really want to do well on. She has a pretty good rating there. And then Faction Wars. Excellent. That's great. All right. So Bond of Duty says attacks one enemy has a 50% chance of placing a 15% continuous heal buff on this champion for one turn if the hit is critical. A lot of ifs, a lot of chances, you know, with that one. So that's okay. Now, stay in the fight. Heals the champion by 15% of their max HP. Places a 60% increased defense buff on all allies for 2 turns. Love that. But also, once we get to the Ascended skill, it says places a 60% increased defense buff on all allies for 2 turns, and then heals all the allies by 15% of this champion's max HP. So that's pretty OP. Yeah, she's HP and sharing the love for sure. Now, Exalted Guardian, what's this? Places a 50% ally protection buff on all allies except this champion for 2 turns. A selfless act. Aura says increases ally resistances in faction crypts by 45. So not too shabby there. And I gotta say, just her look is so cool. All right, let's go again here. Come on, give me a legendary at the very least. What do we got? Hey, it's him again. So we already know about him. We rolled him twice. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe we could actually do something with that in the future. We'll have to wait and find out. I'm kind of curious. All right, let's go. So I'm wondering about fusion events and stuff like that. I don't know if he can be used for fusion or not. Torigi the Frog, he's Shadowkin, love it. Look at this guy, he means business. He looks like an absolute unit here. I want to see his reviews. He's got 175 reviews. Hell yes, Faction Wars, Demon Lord. Okay, we're going to have to make note of this. Not very good in Arena, which is fine. We're not like really there yet. We're really trying to work our way to Arena stuff more and more. Hydra, that's kind of unfortunate to see right there. But hey, love that he is great at Faction Wars. That's what I was kind of looking for. Now, also, let's find out what he can do. Swamp Club attacks one enemy, has a 30% chance of placing a 50% decrease attack debuff for 2 turns, but also Point and Stench. Attacks all enemies, has a 50% chance of placing a provoke debuff for 1 turn. The chance increases by 5% for each debuff on the enemy team. Love that. So you're going to want to debuff the team first and then utilize him. Now, Bog Blessing says place a shield buff equal to 15% of this champion's max HP and a 50% ally protection buff on all allies except this champion for 2 turns. Also heals this champion by 25% of their max HP and places a 30% reflect damage buff on them for 3 turns. Damn, this is like really stacking. This seems to be pretty damn powerful right here. Now the heal increases by 2.5% for each poison debuff on the enemy team. So you're going to really want to work with poison-centric champions on your team with, of course, the Frog. Now, Toxic Blood, what's going on there? When attacked, has a 50% chance of placing a 5% poison debuff on the attacker for 2 turns, occurs once per hit. Nice, but once we get into the Ascension level 3, he increases ally res in all battles by 40 right there. So that's going to, you know... So yeah, that's going to be great for building up those resistances against those tough bosses that dish out like all sorts of poison damage, that sort of thing. So that is really good. But yeah, if you want a free legendary, check out Alice. She is available through the Alice Chase. Still going on, just as a reminder. If you log in those 7 different days for free, on that 7th day, you will obtain her for free. And also, I'm giving away Teodor and Ugo, 2 amazing epic support champions. You can add them to your team simply by following that link in the description below or scanning that QR code on the screen. This is for new users. You can start a new free-to-play account, what have you. And yes, you'll also obtain a ton of free starter resources. But anyway, back to this. Let's see if we can actually obtain Knave here. We'll see if we get lucky. The chances are kind of against us, but hey, we are obtaining some really cool epics so far, so let's go. Give me something good. All right, another epic. This looks like an undead. Undead Horde's Vogith. Sweet. All right, I'll take it. So what does Vogith do? Let's find out. He has horrendous strength. Level 1 attacks one enemy 30 times. Each hit has a 30% chance of increasing the duration of one random debuff on this target by 1 turn. But also, we have Wave of Revulsion, if I can even speak. Now, he attacks all enemies, has a 60% chance of placing a Provoke debuff on all enemies for 1 turn. Also has a 60% chance of placing a 50% decrease attack debuff for 2 turns on targets who receive the Provoke debuff from this skill. So that kind of like stacks if you're successful with that first one. Now, Festering Dynamo says, whenever this champion is attacked, heals all allies by 50% of the damage received. That is really good. Damn, I don't know. I might have to try him out as like some sort of aggro. He is HP, so you want to tank him up aggro in the enemy, at least try to, you know. And he might actually provide that distraction to keep some of your other attackers around for a long time. But it also says only heals by 25% of the damage received from boss attacks, so that's kind of a bummer. This champion only receives half of the heal that all other allies receive, but he's still receiving something, so hey, that's nice. That's actually really legit. Also, we have, for Ascension level 3, Eerie Presence. So when attacked, place a leech debuff on the attacker for 2 turns. If the attacker is under a provoke debuff placed by this champion, also has a 70% chance of increasing the cooldown of a random skill on the attacker by 2 turns, occurs once per attack, really slowing them down right there. And then also with that provoke skill, drawing in that aggro, which is super important. Now, Aura says increases ally accuracy in all battles by 40. Hell yes. This dude is excellent. Let's check his... I thought so. Just by reading through his skills, you could tell he's legit. So he's recommended all over the place, except for like Spider's Den and that sort of thing. That makes sense. Yeah, that would make sense there because, you know, poison versus poison, I suppose. But anyway, Faction Wars is the highlight here. He's even good in arena offense, so PvP stuff, and arena defense. So high ratings through and through. And even on the campaign, you could run him as well. So that is so freaking awesome. So he's going to be great to add into our Undead Horde, which our Undead Horde is growing. By the way, I did a really cool video recently about the Undead Horde, so check that out on the channel. But I think we pulled all of them, didn't we? Yeah, we pulled all of our Prism Shards. Pretty happy with the result. I do wish we had gotten one of the legendaries today. Would have been nice to have gotten at least like a demon spawn in here. But you know me, I'm partial to the Shadowkin and the Undead. I love those guys, and I want to build that up for sure. Yeah, he's even part of the Undead. Damn. But yeah, I had a blast pulling today, and remember, the Alice Chase is still going on. By day 7, if you log in 7 different days, you will obtain her for free instantly. She is one of the best legendary attacks you can obtain in the game, and to think you could get her for free for a limited time right now, check it out. And also, remember, yes, I'm giving away Teodor and Ugo for free, 2 amazing epic support champions. See that link in the description below, or scan that QR code on the screen and you'll obtain them for free, doing nothing. Remember, Ugo does unlock at level 15, and this is for new users, by the way. So you got to create a new account. Even if you want to create like a second account and run different scenarios, go for it. But you also obtain those free starter resources, a ton of those to give you the best head start in Raid. But yeah, having a blast so far. And also, I am working on upgrading Sun Wukong. We did get him to the 3 Ascension recently, so that's nice. And we also did get Ursula to 4. We're really getting places. I'm telling you what. Also, right now, what I'm working on currently is actually getting as many 4-star champions in order to upgrade 1 to 5-star. I have to pick which one I want to go for, so that's going to be the big debate I'm running through in my mind right now, but I'm collecting as many 4-star right now to work up to 5-star, and then ultimately I do want to take one of the 5-star, sacrifice them to another 5-star to get a 6-star going again. You know, we have, of course, Sun Wukong is our only 6-star. That's a problem. We got to get another 6-star on the roster, but we're going to try. But thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned here for more. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smack that like button, and I will see you all next time. Take care.